The juice is loose. Such a terrible line delivery. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another video. I don't know how to start these videos. I've been away for a while, so it feels like I'm kind of new to this all over again. I know I take these long breaks, and I deeply apologize. Lately, I've been busy. For those of you that don't know, I left my full-time job, so now I'm doing freelance photography. So hit me up if you need photos done. Links will be down below. Above all else, what I've also been doing is I am now a stay-at-home dad. Aww. So that's mainly why I've been away from shooting videos for this channel, but I'm back. I missed making content for this channel. I want to get back on the roll of just creating more content, shooting more videos, and just talking about more movies that are coming out, because there is a lot of movies coming out this year. Some are really good, some are really bad, and I really want to talk about them. I know my wife is getting tired of me just talking her ear off about it, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that onto y'all. Hope y'all are ready for that. But I missed making content, honestly. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I've been trying to do it. This is like the 100th take since I've been away from my full-time job, and it's definitely hard, but I'm really trying to find that balance, trying to find that schedule of sorts to see where making this kind of content is gonna fit. And I think I got a good handle on that, so I think we're back in business, baby. We are gonna be talking about Beetlejuice, also known as Beetlejuice 2. Just a super clever title for this film. You know, you say Beetlejuice 3 times, then boom, he appears. I recently just got a Death Wish coffee. It's the espresso one. It makes my heart beat so fucking fast, like a little jackrabbit, but you know, it makes me feel alive. It's the juice that needs to not get loose. It needs to come. Well, let's not say that. We're gonna reel all that information back in, and then we're just gonna continue from the beginning, start from the top. Go. I'm talking about the cast. We got Winona Ryder coming back as Lydia Dietz. We got Catherine O'Hara coming back as Delia Dietz, Lydia's mother. Jenna Ortega as Astrid Dietz, Lydia's daughter. We have Monica Bellucci as Beetlejuice's wife, so that's going to be very interesting to see Beetlejuice with a lover, because in the last one he was kind of just like a single guy. Dante's Inferno, that little bit was kind of funny, so we're not going to have any of that in this movie. I'm really hoping, speaking of that they're not going to downplay any of how they made the original movie, because a lot of movies that are being made nowadays are going in that route, and it kind of just diminishes the movie and it just puts people off. I know times are different 36 years later. I just hope that they don't go in that direction. We also got Justin Theroux as Rory. You can also see him here in this still, but I think the character that I'm most excited about is Willem Dafoe as Wolf Jackson, a dead B-movie action star who finds a new calling in the afterlife, colored by the person he used to be, the B-movie action star. So I think that's going to be pretty fun, and I'm very excited to see how he's going to portray that in this character. Like, I can just imagine him going to every scene, every case that he does, and it's just treating it like a role in his movies, and with Willem Dafoe playing this character. Very excited to see how that's going to turn out. We got Michael Keaton coming back as the ghost with the most, Beetlejuice. We aren't gonna have some characters in this movie. Jeffrey Jones as Charlie Dietz, for obvious reasons. If you know, you know. Go look it up. As well as Alec Baldwin as Adam Maitland. And speaking of Adam, in research for this video, I didn't see anything on Gina Davis's character, Barbara. I didn't see her name in anything. I could only assume, because you do have the miniature of the town still in this movie, so their presence is still around. I just hope in this movie they don't go in like some weird direction with it. I hope that they kind of along the lines of they found peace in the afterlife and they're just living happily ever after somewhere out there, and they just, you know, had to separate themselves from whatever has gone on. Or I don't know, maybe Beetlejuice kind of just banished them and they're in some realm where they could never return. I don't know. We could only assume. There's only assumptions that we can have from what we've got in this trailer. So who knows? Who knows? But of course, what happened to Alec Baldwin is unfortunate, and if you don't know anything about that, go research that as well. It really is unfortunate and it sucks. Real quick, if y'all didn't know, me and my wife also have a video podcast channel. It's called The Unholy Ghost. It's gonna be right up here if you want to go check that out. We haven't made videos in a while, but we have been in talks of bringing it back. We kind of dive deep into that side of things when it comes to Hollywood and movies and stuff like that. We did a whole video on movie deaths. That's mainly what we talk about, so this could be a good start, talking about why some of these characters aren't in this movie and just go from there. But yeah, if you want to go check it out, it's going to be right up here. I'd appreciate it if you subscribed, and appreciate if you subscribe to this channel too. Boom, a lot more videos coming. But as far as the cast goes, it's a pretty solid lineup and I'm pretty excited. But from the movie itself, it's still very unclear even with this trailer. They don't really give you a lot, which I think is amazing because if you know me, you know I hate trailers that spoil everything because you're just sitting there in the movie theater unamused because, well, you just saw it all in the trailer. So what's the point of going to the movie when you could just watch the trailer, just get a good short summary of the movie, and then that's it. There's nothing else to be desired in the movie because you know what's going to happen because you saw 10 trailers that came out before the movie even got released. Anyway, just my 2 cents on why I hate movie trailers. But I digress. So let's quickly get into the synopsis of this film. After an unexpected family tragedy, 3 generations of Dietz family return home to Winter River. Still haunted by Beetlejuice, Lydia's life is turned upside down when her rebellious teenage daughter Astrid discovers the mysterious model of the town in the attic and the portal to the afterlife is accidentally opened. With trouble brewing in both realms, it's only a matter of time until someone says Beetlejuice's name 3 times and the mischievous demon returns to unleash his very own brand of mayhem. So from that, it seems like Astrid, Jenna Ortega's character, is gonna be some sort of a pain in the ass when it comes to this movie. With her teenage rebellious angst. Not like Lydia's, hers was kind of more on the emo side, right? With the whole... That's kind of as far as Lydia's went, but it's nothing like Astrid's, it seems like. Like a child that's just having a big tantrum and just wants to destroy everything. So from what the trailer gave us, it seems like Astrid is the one who does call back Beetlejuice. They're not saying that. I'm saying that because of the way the trailer is cut up. But who knows, maybe Lydia is the one to bring back Beetlejuice. Sorry, I had to cut away. My son was getting pretty fussy in his playpen. So he's here now. Boom. Say hi. Hello. Can I finish the rest of this video? What were we talking about? Oh yeah, so maybe Lydia was the one to bring back Beetlejuice after all this time. But who knows? I'm just excited that we finally get a sequel to this 1988 movie. 36 years later? That's wild. But I know there was a lot of back and forth between Michael Keaton, Tim Burton, everybody when it came to if this movie was even gonna get a sequel. Unless it felt right, he had no burning desire, talking about Michael Keaton, no burning desire to do it, the director recalls. I think we all felt the same way. It only made sense if it had an emotional hook to it. I so identified with Lydia's character, but then you get to all these years later and you take your own journey going from cool teenager to lame adult, back and forth again, he explains. That made it emotional, gave it a foundation, so that was the thing that really truly got me into it. Which, you know, I think that's a pretty good reason to not want to just make a sequel because we've seen sequels, some really good, some really bad. For whatever reason, they just wanted to push them out and they felt like it was just needed to get pushed out. But I'm glad we finally get this sequel after all these years. And I gotta say, it looks promising. Except for this.
The juice is loose.
I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but I didn't feel like that line delivery was as impactful. It kind of reminded me, again, Michael Keaton coming back as Batman for the Flash movie. Just that line.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
I don't know, it just didn't sit right with me. It didn't come off as impactful as I know it can be. Kind of just like, hey, I'm back. I'm just hoping that's not the way his character is gonna be. I'm hoping he's not toned down is what I'm saying. But aside from that, the movie does look amazing. The costumes look phenomenal. I mean, look at Lydia's coat in this. Just chef's kiss. The gothic aesthetic in this movie is very heavy, except for Jenna Ortega's character, Astrid. She's wearing like this very colorful striped sweater. It looks cool because it has this giant tear right here, which I think that is pretty fucking cool. But anyways, guys, that's my piece on the trailer to Beetlejuice, also known as Beetlejuice 2. But what do you think about the movie? Do you think it's gonna be amazing after all these years, or do you think it's gonna be a complete flop? But as far as my thoughts go, I'm trying to stay relatively neutral when it comes to this because this is a movie that I love since I was a kid. So I'm really holding out hope that this movie is going to be great and a pretty good sequel to the first movie. And I hope it's going to pull a T2 Judgment Day and just be better than the first. The first is never going to get topped, just throwing that out there. But I have high hopes for this movie that it has the potential to top that movie, especially with Tim Burton directing it and with the stop motion that he's promising in this movie. But again, that's all I got for y'all today. Stay tuned, there are more videos coming. We're going to be talking about The Crow next. I have more thoughts when it comes to that one. We're going to get into it in the next one, so I'll see y'all then. Later. Say bye, everybody. It was great to see y'all again. Okay, bye.